Okay?
I wondered how the president is going to manage increasing student concerns as the violence wears on.
Oh, no. Here we go again. Here we go again.
So look, we know it's an incredibly painful time for many communities. You hear us say that often.
Really?
You have heard us mention the president meeting with different community leaders and community members, obviously from the different communities, obviously the different groups, to be more precise, so whether it's Arab Americans, Muslim Americans, Palestinian Americans, to have those difficult conversations, to have those honest conversations. You've heard the White House, you heard us talk about the White House staff officials having regular ongoing meetings with these different groups. Look, as it relates to commencement, they're about the graduates, right? They're about their families. They're about their loved ones. It's about celebrating accomplishments.
Really?
And the president's certainly looking forward to doing that. He's going to do that at Morehouse. He's going to do that at West Point, where those are graduates, where he's going to be thanking them for their service and defending our nation. So the president is looking forward to being part of that. He has always, it's not the first time, obviously, that he's given commencement speeches. I understand this is a different moment in time that we're in.
Oh, really?
But he always takes this moment as a special time to deliver a message, an encouraging message, a message that's hopefully uplifting to the graduates and their families.
That's a damn lie.
And we're going to continue to have these conversations that I've just mentioned with the different communities about what's happening right now. We get it. It's painful. We get that. We understand that.
No, I don't think so.
Is there concern that he would be, I don't know, disinvited from Morehouse or anything? Is he planning to go?
Look at this. Somebody come look at this.
So look, I'm certainly not gonna speculate or go into hypotheticals. The president is certainly looking forward to these commencements, these two upcoming commencements, Morehouse and the United States Military Academy next month.
Is that right?
And he has done these many times before, understanding the important not critical, but important moment and how special that moment is for the graduates and their families. And he is going to do his best to meet that moment as it relates to what's going on, the pain that communities are feeling. We're going to continue to have those conversations and be sensitive to that, understanding what people are going through.
Well, no fucking shit.
On taxes, the president earlier today said the 2017 tax bill that was passed under President Trump, if he is reelected, if President Biden is reelected, it would be dead and gone forever.
Yeah.
That's right.
That bill obviously included tax cuts for the wealthy, but it also included tax cuts across the board to the tax rates at various levels of income.
Yeah.
Is the president saying that he would get rid of the entire tax bill and not allow those tax cuts to?
I think
It's about to go back.
I think what the president was trying to say, he was trying to make very clear that was the 2017 tax bill was something that was for, billionaires and corporations, and that's not what he's for, right?
Seriously.
He wants to make sure that the working class gets their fair share. He wants to make sure that the billionaires and corporations pay, right, what they owe.
This is not true. This is not true at all.
And so he's talking about an economy, what type of economy that he wants to build. You hear us say it all the time. He says it all the time, an economy that's built from the bottom up, middle out, that doesn't leave out working people, that doesn't leave out the middle class, that builds into the middle class.
Lies, lies, and more lies, and lies on top of lies.
And I think that's what he was trying to speak to more broadly, and how billionaires and corporations have to pay their fair share. He's always been very clear about that. And 2017 tax bill does not do that. It does the opposite of that.
So that was a fucking lie.
And that's what we've seen from Republicans continuing, like when they put out their budget recently, that's what they're doing. They want to give them a break. And what the president wants to do is give the middle class a break. He wants to give working people a break.
I don't think so.
And you've seen that from his legislation that's been passed in trying to make sure that we do not leave communities behind. Communities that have been left behind for decades now.
What?
There's a report from Bloomberg that the White House, specifically Jeff Zients and Will Brainard, are calling major Baltimore employers, including Amazon and Home Depot, encouraging them to not cut jobs in the wake of the bridge collapse.
That's right.
Can you confirm that that outreach is happening and other outreach like that, and what is the message from the administration to those big companies?
And here we go.
So a couple of things that, and I think I've read this out before, that we have been doing as it relates to supply chain and the potential economic impact.
What the hell are you talking about?
The President's Supply Chain Distribution Task Force has convened multiple times at this point to analyze the impact of supply chain, which has so far been manageable, which is important.
What? Oh, come on, man.
The task force worked with railroads to set up new service lines and with ports and ocean carriers to divert vessels. The SBA, the Small Business Administration, has made low-interest disaster loan assistance available to eligible businesses.
And that is a lie.
And set up business recovery centers to help on the ground as it relates to your question about Chief of Staff Zients and other senior White House officials. They have called major employers in the Baltimore area.
Just keep going.
Including retail chains and distributors, to encourage them to retain workers. So we wanted to make sure that we're having those important conversations for the people of Baltimore, obviously.
Okay.
They're also working with SBA to reach out to small businesses and are in touch with local unions alongside the Labor Department as well.
Huh? Okay.
So we're going to do everything we can to have these conversations with stakeholders so that we can identify any and address any potential disruptions.
Well, no fucking shit.
And so if anything, this should show that this is an administration that's being active, and we're being proactive, obviously, in trying to make sure that we deal with any potential economic impact right now.
Blah, 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 blah.
As I said at the top, we see this being manageable, and this is why these conversations are critical with stakeholders at this point.
Have any update tomorrow for state and local officials about Congress moving forward on the funding package?
So I'm not going to get ahead of the president. He, as you know, he's going to be there on the ground. We'll certainly have more to share later tonight. As I mentioned at the top, he's going to have an opportunity to engage with family members. We lost, as you know, we lost lives on that night.
That's really sad.
And the president, as he does, and he understands what it means for people to have loss, he'll be there for those families, just like he'll certainly be there for the people of Baltimore.
Okay.